Hi, this is once again Prince of Persia. However, unlike my other two videos that were dealing with the retrospective and history of the game, and the other one with some gameplay tips, I'm going to give you a full let's play of the game. Particularly special because I have never actually completed the game before, not start to finish, not in just one go. So I'm going to do it now. I have indeed recorded the footage first and then the audio because, well, it's Prince of Persia and those chompers kind of make my voice shaky. So, yeah, this is going to be all legitimate. I'm going to not skip any levels. I'm not using any cheat codes at all. I did not enable Prince Improved. I am using the 1.4 version of Prince of Persia. You're going to see it by the graphics. They're slightly different. It's the version that came with the CD collection. Still an official release by Jordan Mechner, of course, and Brotherbond. And yeah, like I said, no cheats, no skipping the first level. As you can see, I'm going to take the sword. Here it is. And that poor fellow or gal, let's not discriminate here, who died there. Rest in peace, sir or madam. Please be careful, always step here, otherwise you will not have enough distance and you will fall. The first level is really very straightforward. I mean, I used to have this game as a kid and I always managed the first level quite easily. It's really not that hard. Of course, I had the benefit of watching somebody else play it at first, I think. Well, it was so long ago, you must understand. But everybody was playing Prince of Persia back then. It was the game. And rightfully so, because it's quite interesting. The first guard is extremely easy. I think he doesn't ever block. So yeah, it's really easy. I didn't manage to get my little jump of joy at the first level here, but I believe I'm going to do it later. It's nothing important, you know, I'm just a little affectation. That was level 1 and the princess is indeed waiting for us. The cutscenes are going to skip a couple of frames, I'm sorry about that. I'm recording with OBS and my laptop is a bit of a potato, which means that if I want high quality for the gameplay, it's going to lose a few frames during the cutscenes. This is level 2. There are plenty of cards in here, so you will be practicing fencing a lot. Of course, I also practiced getting some footage in this level a lot too, because there's a guard just at the entrance, so to say. Yeah, there's another guard here. Easy guards. If you ever look in, there's the level editor, one of the level editors for Prince of Persia. It's called Apoplexy. If you look in there, you will see that the guards have actual levels of difficulty. So these are all level 1. You will see the ones that are a higher level will also have a higher number of life points and also a higher skill. Actually, I think these might be level 2. The thing is that the more skilled a guard is, the more they will block, the more they will hit before stopping. This is the first blue potion in the entire game. It's only tricky if you are in the first playthrough and you don't know what you're doing. And you think, oh, there's a potion, let me try that. But other than that, it's you learn to avoid them. It's interesting when you have a game in black and white because in that case, then yeah, you don't know what potion you're drinking. This is the first big red potion, as I was calling them. Some people call them vases. They sure look like vases. And it gives us 1 extra point. I am going to get all of the life points, all of the big red potions in this playthrough. I have been practicing over the past few days quite a lot, and at first I didn't get the big red potions. I also couldn't make it in one go, so I thought, let me try one more time. Of course, a few more times later, because, well, things happen, chompers, missed jumps, and so on. But I eventually managed to get this completed properly, and with time to spare, yeah, I'm very proud. This is another guard. It's possible here to exchange places with this guard and make him fall, and you get up instead and you just leave him behind, but I did not do it here. It's not extremely easy to do it, and you can fail and it will cost you a bit of time. So I prefer to play it safe throughout this Let's Play, because I really didn't want to lose much time or to lose a life or when I could have just easily played it safe. Oh no. So that means that you, usually I will pause between chompers that are close together, even in front of a single chomper or spikes. I will be cautious, not overly cautious. I mean, I won't wait and stay to be hypnotized by the chompers. Sometimes it happens. If you sit next to them long enough and they go chomp, 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 and yeah, you will just, you will lose your mind. Ah, this is level 3. And there is, for the longest time I didn't know, but there is a big red potion here, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to show you. It is hidden in here. Lots of leaps of faith in this particular level, but it's worth it. And look at this, three chompers. However, because they're not synchronized and they are one after the other, and it's the sequence of left to right, then you can easily go through them, just run. But on the way back, I didn't want to risk it in any way, and I went slowly through them. You can see. They're pretty noisy and annoying, but I don't stay for very long. And here we are. Be very careful. The opening here is just next to the chasm, so you have to climb down from here, otherwise you will fall over there. Also careful with the jump here. Step carefully, otherwise you might lose some of your distance and you will fall. This is a series of synchronized jumpings. Here we are. That's exactly what you need to do. So you just need to practice a lot of times in level 3. Earlier on the other screen just now, that was a save point. So if you die from now on, you will be restored on that screen. You don't have to go through all of the level once again, which is extremely useful. I'm quite surprised though that it's not implemented in other levels, only in level 3. It would have been easier, honestly. It would have been easier. Okay. And now we have to just go back. I opened the gate to climb up to the next level. This jumper is quite easy. Don't let yourself be very scared by it. See, as soon as it jumps, you just run through it. The skeleton you need to block first, otherwise he will hit you. He or she, as I said, we don't know if the skeletons have been male or female. We're not going to ask. Or any other gender for that matter. It's just a skeleton. A skeleton in Jafar's dungeon, just like a skeleton in the closet. Who knows? Who knows who this person might be? Actually, you ask yourself, is this really a former person or is it just a skeleton? With Jafar, you might never know. That's an interesting thing to ponder, I suppose. Okay, that's how you get rid of him, or her, or it, or whatever, or them. We're playing the pronoun game here. Okay, that's one level done. And as I mentioned, it's indeed quite tricky sometimes, so I did fall a few times practicing getting that big potion. But I managed in the end without any other hiccups. And the princess eternally waiting for us. Poor girl. 51 minutes left. I also have a let's play not full. I do kind of make a lot of mistakes in level 8. This is a good idea. It's a good idea here to not miss that jump, but it's okay, we can make it work here. Yeah, so as I was saying before, I have a short let's play of Princess of Persia, which is a mod. It's just a full conversion of the graphics, more or less, and some of the cutscenes, where the princess is actually rescuing herself and the kingdom and the sultan at the same time. There's no more prince in there. She doesn't wait to be rescued. She goes and does something about it. Okay, this is where you need to be careful how you jump so that you land on top here and not fall through the gap. This is one of the ways that I inspect the territory, but it's safe to go. One of the actions that I did on top was actually opening that gate, otherwise it would have been closed. Something on the left side, I'm not exactly sure, I can't remember right now. In these kinds of situations, it's a good idea to be as far away from the chomper as possible because you may never know when the guard is going to manage a jab and that is going to push you back one space and you might end up in the chomper and it's not pleasant at all. Those spikes didn't want to come out for me. Here's a stylish yellow guard with a purple turban. Nothing we cannot handle, right? Easy peasy. This is the place where the princess shadow, the shadow prince, is going to appear through a mirror. But first we need to go and open the door to climb to the next level, of course. There are scripted events for these kinds of situations, so this particular level will be the only one where a mirror can appear. As I said, they're scripted events, but particular for an actual level, not for the entire game. You cannot, for example, if you're modding, you cannot use the mirror in any other level than this one. Level 5. So the game is quite easy if you know what you're doing and you're precise. I have sometimes an issue with my keys. I spam them too much and I should really relax, but sometimes I get a bit tense. So when I fight a guard, for example, I might press the keys too close together and they will not register properly. I'm supposed to block first. That's what I advise the whole time. Block first and then you can hit, but sometimes my blocks don't register. So look, this is the same situation as before. In level 3, we can just run through them. I'm gathering my courage, and this is supposedly a potion that we can take, but here's a little thief who comes and takes it. And unfortunately, I cannot catch up with him because he disappears. This is a place where you're supposed to drop from here and be careful where your feet are pointing. So you land on this side. I was too eager and I jumped, ran it right into this guard's arms. Don't run into any stranger's arms, people. It's dangerous, especially if they've got a sword. You'll see I never actually get killed by a guard in any of my failed levels. I will have a couple of fails. It's unfortunate, but usually it's a failed jump. uh, those things happen. So you need to be quite precise when you jump. Not exactly on the edge, just a tiny, tiny bit earlier. Otherwise, the jump might not register because I was explaining in my tips video. You need for a running jump, you need 3 steps. And if you don't have those 3 steps, supposedly you don't have a full step. Even if you had those more than 3 steps before, if you don't jump exactly when you need to, you will still not jump and just fall. Be careful, of course, as you saw earlier, that ledge was loose and it fell. Be careful not to fall with it and not to be pushed back into that gap. Whoopsie, lost my footing. But you can crouch. See? No big deal. This is actually quite an easy level. Yay! And also, you are not required to go to the right to get that, to attempt to get that big red potion. You can complete the level very easily without doing that. But I just wanted to show you what happens, just go through all the major events in this game. So you will see later, we're also going to take the green potion that turns us upside down. That's fun. Level 6. From what I've noticed, a lot of these palace levels are quite easy. For me at least, they're pretty easy. Level 8 is just the worst. That's just the most difficult level in my opinion. You will see. We've got the most difficult guards. This one is pretty tough too, but that was the extent of what he did. I'm going to finish him off quickly. Yeah, he didn't want to give us a good show tonight. But in level 8, you have the first guard that doesn't move, and you have the other guard that you're supposed to sneak past. And if you don't know about it, well. And also this little trickster is going to give us a hard time. Level 7. In level 7 you have to hold shift as soon as you start the level, otherwise you fall to your death. I didn't show you that part, of course, but you understand. There's a huge gap. This guard can be killed by being pushed into the chomper, but I do not do it here. Come on. I think maybe in level 7 I have a small failure, but I will have to see. So I suppose that I'm going to show you what not to do in these levels. I tried to crouch here hopefully at the proper time, but it didn't work. I'm not sure exactly when, how, and what to do. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. This is an orange guard. That's how I used to call them when I was little, the orange guard, the purple guard. And I'm afraid I skipped the copy protection part. I I already completed it once, and it seems that if you do it once, you're not going to be served another copy protection again. So I'm sorry about that. You didn't see it. I do have a copy of the manual with everything I need. So I did pass it legitimately, but I also have a cracked version. It's true. I did not need to apply it this time. You see, there are 3 levels actually here, and I like to go through the middle because it's the easiest. Just be careful to jump on time, not like me. Yep, yep, this is my first fail. I'm sorry. I didn't lose too much time, but it's still not a very pleasant thing. This is when I get a bit angry at the guard and I try to push him back, but... Ooh, see, he shifted there and still got jumped. Bloody jumper. Scary. Scary chompers. Everybody's telling me the chompers are the scariest in this game. There is, of course, an entire series of Prince of Persia games, but in Prince of Persia 2, there are some very, very scary enemies. Flying, flaming skulls, something like that. And they just fly at you, and it's extremely difficult to get those and to hit them before they hit you. I did have Prince of Persia 2 as a kid. I didn't manage to get very far in it, unfortunately. It was just so tough. A lot more fighting. You fight more guards at the same time. More enemies, newer mechanics, so you can crouch underneath through tunnels. It's quite interesting. So this is one of those levels where you can actually see what you're up against in the future. So it's a good idea to pay attention when you're going through the level at the first time. It's a good idea to pay attention to what's underneath or above you, because you might end up over there and, well, you'll have a head start. You'll have knowledge of what you're supposed to do in the future. This guard is going to be pretty easy. I say that about all of the guards. There we go. Now run and don't stop because there are some loose tiles. We have here some chompers. They aren't synchronized, and it's a good idea, if you ask me, to go slowly so that you don't get accidentally chopped. This is one of those triggering ledges for 2 gates. I'm quite cautious because I know there will be a drop over here. This is the first green potion, and you will hear some music. As long as you hear this music, you will not die if you fall. You just float, gently downwards as long as the music is playing. Now I'm showing you how to get the big red potion in this level. It's right here, and it's here is how you get out from here. This is the fastest way. You have to climb up because it's too late. That gate behind you will have been closed already, so you have to go through here, jump here. Well, I'm being a dweeb here. I just jump in place. I need to get closer. Here is scary jump, but it's okay. So as I was saying, some leaps of faith. So it's kind of nerve-wracking at times unless you know the layout of the level. You might not know if you have a running jump or what exactly is on the other side, how far you're supposed to jump. Now we've got these jumpers again. Okay, nice and easy. Through the gates once more. That poor guy. Now you see that even if I didn't drink the green potion this time, I didn't have it, of course. If I just climb down carefully, I will not lose the life. I just lose one life point, which is, well, of course, it makes all the difference. The prince is alive and he can climb up to the next level. Um, but yeah. Oh, here's the mouse. Lost a few frames there, but it's okay. Level 8. The most difficult level in the entire game, to my opinion. Sorry, in my opinion. I'm not doing so badly here. Well, he does get a couple of jabs. But yeah, you're supposed to advance, block, and hit. Sometimes I don't press the keys correctly enough. I override one key, well, the block key, with my attack key, shift. And yeah, that's not very good. Nice health potion. Here's a jumper. Yay. Spikes. I don't think you should try and jump over both of them when they're not all both out. I don't think you can make it. I haven't tried it. You know, it's level 8. I'm not going to risk anything here. Not much, um, not much testing and experimenting in level 8, let me tell you. Because you don't want to redo this one more than once. Here we go, one guard down. So it's important here to pay attention, if you can, of course, to what is on the top side, because you will have to return on that side later. And those sequences, that route on the top is going to be synchronized. Okay, watch out. He turns. Let's turn him back because I want him facing away from me when I come in. So pacing slowly. Jump. Oh, that's a scary drop if I've ever seen one, really. All right. Now also pacing slowly and block. You might be tempted to make the guard die right on top, right on top of that ledge, but I will have to tell you, don't. Really, just in case you might fall later, and it's possible that you might fall and miss a jump. Just run through these, by the way, it's fine. And jump here. Not the smartest thing I've ever done. But you can fix it. So turn around if you did what I did and you managed to not jump on time. Turn around to do a running jump so you have all of the distance that you need. Careful over here. Breathe, breathe. I'm getting all riled up just watching the footage. I'm not even playing it live right now. Yeah. So as I said, there are ledges that will close 3 gates in this game, in this level, sorry. And if you accidentally fall, like I did here. So let's say I fell, and okay, I might be tempted to go back and replay the level, but there is also a ledge here, this one, on top here, that closes all 3 of those gates. And 1, 2, 3. And this is the opening ledge for all 3 of those gates. And if that one is disabled by the dead guard's body, then I will have no way of finishing the level, honestly. So that's a very scary thing. That's why I've stopped disabling that ledge. So now what do we have to do? We need to open the gates. Gates. 3 gates, as I said. Run and jump. Run and jump. And here as well. Catch on. And you're good. There will be here. There will be another sequence where you have to be careful. Alright, this is it. You should jump early on that side. Jump as early as you can. Because you might miss the jump otherwise. Okay, here we are. Just a couple jumpers. Okay. There we go. This gate is closed. I have read somewhere that somebody was so fast that the gate was still open for them on this side, and they could just see the mousey coming and opening the gate for nobody. But they had already passed through the gate. I don't know how that happened. Maybe they're Superman's faster than a speeding bullet. I of course always need the mousey's help. And those spikes. Spikes are easy, really. Spikes are there to make you slow down in places so that you don't have any issues. So that's basically what spikes do. You, or if you have a tiny drop, then spikes are going to kill you instantly, even if it's a small drop. Mousey! Poor cheeseless mouse. Okay, level 9, 31 minutes left. 30, well. I almost went the wrong way here. This is a place where I accidentally managed to get jumped, even if I was stepping carefully. So this is how you do this. You step carefully and then you jump over that ledge so you don't close your gate in your face. It's not a very hard level. I will show you later. You're supposed to open the gates over there in a certain sequence. But it's very difficult to get up there, so you will have to dislodge loose tile from the top right to fall down over a triggering ledge that would keep a gate open on the top left for you, so that you can get to the triggering ledge to open the door to get to the to the next level. It's so convoluted. So it's easy to get lost in this one. You need to know exactly what order you do these events. But I'm going to show you. Let's take this potion. It's a good idea. There are ways to get lost. I used to get lost in this level all the time. I didn't remember where I was supposed to go, and I lost a lot of time until I finally learned what I was supposed to do. So this guard just needs to be killed. Hello, Mr. Guard. I'm sorry. It's the law of the... It's the law of Persia? Usually people say it's the law of the West. Is it just me who watched cartoons, weird cartoons as a kid? Looney Tunes. Yeah. So there's once again that jumping over the ledge that would close the gate. Now you have a fork in the road. You must make sure that you go downwards first. And see, this is what I was telling you about. This has to drop, not with you, preferably not with you, so you catch on. You might have seen that I slid to turn around and to catch onto the ledge. And now you have to go upwards. Be careful here. Do not make any steps except for this, so that you don't lose your footing when you land. You will see that if a guard does not advance towards you, it means that somewhere between you and him, there is a ledge that will fall, just like we had here. So you need to be careful not to fall with it yourself, of course. I don't know. This guy did not want to move. Okay. I jump in place to make sure that I don't have anything, any loose ledges in front of me. And this is the way to go. Just climb up. Do a running jump over here. Catch on here. So you open that gate and now climb down. And here we are. Oh, and as I said, I'm going to take this big green potion that's going to turn the screen upside down. Just for fun, really. And also, I'm going to show you where the big red potion is in this level. But first, let's drink this psychedelic thing. Whee! You know, Prince of Persia is so fun upside down. You're tempted to press the other up for down, down for up. Yeah. It's an interesting perspective on life, right? And here's the potion. It's very close by. It's not a long way. There are no crazy traps, no jumpers, nothing like that. It would have been fun to have some kind of a hazard, you know, to make you, to give you a little challenge while you're upside down. But it's no big deal. Okay, so this was a detour. It was not necessary. You didn't even have to take that green potion. I just wanted to show you what it was like and to get the big red potion. Because as I said, I did manage to get all of them. Now you have to go but on the bottom here. And there's a sequence. You need to step on this ledge to open the left door, the left gate. And then step on this ledge to open the right gate. Okay, there's a little chomper. A little jumper. Oh, so cute. Ah, too enthusiastic. It does happen. It does. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. You got nothing on me, so... See? Now, oopsie, don't rush. Even if you know the level inside out, it's okay to not rush. So here we are. That's how you complete this level without getting lost in it. Cool stuff. Let's see what's next. Oh, level 10. Cool. So, I was under the impression that there's supposed to be a big red potion here. Apparently there isn't one. Oh, make sure you jump over that ledge that would fall. You saw it rattling just a little bit earlier. Don't fall with it, definitely not. But that ledge would close your gates. And sometimes you can get trapped between two gates in this level just at the beginning, and it would be unwinnable. You'd have no way of doing anything, you'd have to restart. It's really inconvenient. Okay. Oh, this is one of those guards that you need to sneak past. Here we are. Now I'm going to show you the right side here. This is where I thought I would have a big red potion. I was wrong. Be careful about these ledges that close that gate. And also be careful about the chompers. Those chompers are scary. You need to be right. Yeah, there. I managed. You need to get through them right at the exact perfect time. Ah, too much enthusiasm. I'm so happy to see all these guards. Like, yay! A person! Hi, are you my friend? And they're like, no, I'm not your friend. Jafar sent me to kill you. Yeah, so we're bashing swords here. Sorry, sir. So I seem to think I'm supposed to dislodge something from above here, but nope, there's nothing in on this particular screen. Let's go over here. Uh-huh. And I think to myself, it's okay, I'll have a big red potion waiting for me on the other side, right? Wrong. It's a tiny red potion. All this effort for nothing, I tell you. Anything else? No? No? Wait, wait. I got a little paranoid here. I didn't know what was on the left side, so I decided to check it out. Okay. Now I see what is loose in terms of the ceiling. Alright, let's see what happens up here. Hmm. Well, I tell you, I kind of do this in a very useless manner because there's nothing. Oh, this guard's definitely not my friend. So sorry, I do have a little hiccup here in level 10, so I have to redo it. But on the second try, I know I don't have anything, I have no reason to go to the right and try and get that tiny potion. So I've learned my lesson the hard way, I suppose. Otherwise, this level here is very easy if you know what you're doing. It's one of the easiest later levels. I mean, we're not comparing this one to levels 1 or 2. Okay, now I have to step carefully. And as soon as I'm up, block. Try to get away from that edge. Because I really don't want to fall. As soon as you fall, here's the thing. If you fall and he's still up there, it's going to be extremely difficult to fight him because as soon as you try to climb up in front of him, he will push you back. He's not even going to hit you, he will just push you back. So it's annoying. You have to go from the top side, land in front of him on the other side, like I did in the failure earlier before to actually be able to fight him. So it's quite inconvenient. Come on. Or there is another way. I haven't showed it to you, but um, there's a way to go to the in front of those chompers, and that I went to the right, the place where I went to the right earlier. That would open the gate. That would put me on the bottom side and to the left of that guard, so I could sneak past him once again. Careful, don't fall with that. I almost did. Because it's important to get on this side to open the gate. See? I like to give myself as much distance as possible from a guard. Well, except for when I'm running into their arms, like, yay! Give me a hug! Guards need hugs too, don't they? You would think that they would appreciate a hug. Okay. This is no problem. Have a little breather and then up the stairs. Yeah. Oh, what is next? Level 11. Okay, see that big red potion? We are going to get it. First, we need a running jump. Whee! Now, I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to... Yeah. The smart thing is to look where the ceiling is supported by pillars, because that means those ledges are not going to fall. I just don't want to make these fall on my head right here, and that's why I'm doing that. So just run to the left, don't stop for anything. There we go, and there we have that big red potion. Yay. I go then all the way over here, and whoopsie, hang on. There we go, that's how you get that big red potion. And we have to jump again. Whoopsie. There are a few whoopsies. Please don't mind me. As always, careful with the chomper. It's better to be hit once by the guards than to be pushed into the chomper and be dead forever. Well, until you restore to the level start again, but Yeah, actually it's possible to save in Prince of Persia, but I always forget that is a feature. I just want to plow through it start to finish. Uh, this is a tricky part. It's a puzzly thing, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. See those ledges on the bottom side there? Those are going to close my gates, and it's impossible to jump over them. But we do this, we made those fall, and now those ledges are disabled. 15 minutes? No problem. Yay. Don't stop. Don't stop like I did. Just keep going. That gate is not going to be staying open forever. See, he's not moving. That means those are going to drop. There we go. Don't let him push you back. It's not a good idea. Ding. Ding. Uh, that's a good card. All right. Now you might be wondering, what am I supposed to do here? Just leap of faith and hold shift like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. See? Okay. We're good. We're good. Just lost a health point on the way. Here's another guard. This one's coming straight up at me. Oh no, he made me fall. I need to get away. Usually I'm supposed to get away. I'm supposed to. I advise to get away if you get pushed back and he might fall, climb down after you, so that you don't get hit again. And you have the time to um, take your sword out. Otherwise, well, you might actually be killed because you don't have your sword. But I did get caught unaware again, and I did get hit a second time after falling. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Look at all my health points. Never had so many. I usually forget that there's a big red potion in level 3. I forget about that. And in level 8, no, sorry, level 7, I never take that one because I think, oh, it's impossible to reach it. Or it's too much hassle to come back, but apparently it's not that big a deal. So I'm glad that I had enough time to show this to you. Level 12. This one is running and jumping heaven. Or hell, depends on, your skills. It's a bit of a memorization thing. Um, you have to do some leaps of faith. So here you jump here. Hello, jump, Prince. It's fine. I did jump, but I jumped too late. So that's what I was saying earlier. You need to jump just a tiny, tiny bit before the edge of the platform. Just let the spikes come out, run, and jump. I think that from now on I'm going to get this one correctly. No more fails. I hope. So get all the way into that wall so you can have enough distance to run. And there you have it. We're safe. We're safe. Up here I keep missing the jump, so I always step all the way here. And then I think it's only, it's just a placebo effect. I do manage to jump properly even without getting that tiny step to the right, but yeah, here's the sword, and the Shadow Prince, he just takes everything that he finds. So big red potions, swords, anything. You have to jump here and then run. Stop here carefully. You're good. Okay, here is where you have to make that one fall. Just that one. And now I usually step carefully and run and jump. So you saw all of those rattling ledges. There's gonna be one more that falls here. Actually, let me show the Shadow Prince mechanic. And now we are going to merge. And you'll notice, maybe if you were counting, you'll notice that I'm getting that extra life point that he had actually stolen from me in the earlier level by drinking the big red potion. Yeah, and now I'm whole again, a whole prince. Oh yeah, careful here. You need to just run. Don't step carefully, just run. This is a leap of faith, a run of faith. I don't stop, I just keep going until I fall. So those ledges appear out of nowhere, and the first time that I played this, I didn't consult a walkthrough. I was so confused. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Oh my goodness. It's a smart idea to let these fall first, so they don't fall on your head. And then you can just go on your merry way. This is the gate, but we're not done yet. Oh no. Look at him, Jafar. And he's not coming over because of that. Jafar is the highest level guard actually, I believe. And he's actually showing some skill here compared to my tips video. Look at him. Ooh, he's actually quite good in this one. But he just simply does not manage to get any hit. Yep, yep. Sorry, Jafar. Can't help you there. Now don't jump here. There's no leap of faith. You just have to go all the way there and turn back, and that's when the gate's going to open. And be careful here. Or you might fall through that gap. So lots of little traps. This is basically the last level. Kind of level 13, but not really. There are no obstacles, no guards here, just the way to the princess. And I'm showing that I have 9 minutes left. And here she is! Yay! Happy ending. I just love happy endings. And the mousey, of course. The tyrant Jafar lies dead, his power shattered. Throughout the land, the people of Persia hail their princess and the brave youth who saved her from the forces of darkness. No longer a stranger, he shall from this day forth be known as Prince of Persia. That's nice. So yeah, this is it. And I'm in the Hall of Fame. This is the only legitimate one in there. The rest are just attempts and, for my footage. But yeah, well, thank you very much for watching this, and take care.